The Witcher reaction time.
Oh, yes. Another promo from Netflix for The Witcher. It's nonstop and it's so tasty. You know what's really funny?
What's funny?
People writing to us in the comments left and right, so I kind of joked back saying, man, the next you know, they're going to drop a promo where they're going to have cosplayers dressed up in the Witcher costumes reenact the scenes from the show. And people are like, oh my God, when's that coming? Really? I'm like, no, dude.
Calm down.
I'm just joking. Although that's not a bad idea.
Right.
I got a brain. I got billion of them, man. This one is the showrunner who's going to be interviewing the author. Lauren, who's the showrunner. The showrunner is basically the one who puts together the whole show. And the author, Andrzej Sapkowski, is an author that I think a lot of people in the Western world don't know a lot about. Mm-hmm. And I think after this, his name is going to be just as big as George R.R. Martin. Do you know who that is?
Yes, of course.
I don't know, Lulu. Clueless. I'll fit you well. So this is an interview, and this will be, I think, our last reaction to some trailer promo.
Wait a
thing
minute,
for
that
Witcher.
sounds familiar because the last video we made, you said...
Okay, this will be the last one we'll react to if they don't put out any more. Maybe they will. Like I said, hand puppets reenacting the scene. Maybe the Muppets will dress up like that. They did it for Game of Thrones. You know, they got Sesame Street characters in it, which is honestly one of those strangest promos I've ever seen in my life. At this point, I think I'm done with promos too. I'm just ready for the show to start.
Yeah.
At this point. And I gotta tell you, I'm really, really concerned now, the more I think about it. Because unlike most people, we don't sit and binge watch shows.
Yes.
Netflix always releases stuff in a batch, unlike Disney Plus where they mite it out week by week. They will drop, boom, all the episodes at once.
Oh.
And that means that by the first day, people are going to be giving away the whole thing. All the reviews are going to be online. Like, I can't go on the internet. It's one of those things where that's the reason why I have to go watch new movies that I love on opening day, because I don't want to have to not be on the internet, like anywhere on the internet, and accidentally surfing the Twitter. Oh no!
Yeah,
actually go to IG and oh no!
Right. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
And some
it's
people
impossible.
now, they even send you a message through your social media and tell you what the result was.
Because we have other channels where we react to stuff, especially these singing competitions where we don't know the winner of the competition yet, but people will come in and let you know, by the way, boom, he won. Boom, guess what happened? And we're like, oh, you gave it away. It's hard not to get caught up in it. And because we have so many things going on, it's very difficult for us to stay on the, cutting edge in terms of being there first. So I know we're going to watch this on, the 20th, but, you know what? We can't. That's the day Star Wars comes out. So that means we're going to be watching to the movie 10:30. And you have to work the next day. And I don't know if we can get through all episodes. That's like 8 hours straight.
No, I can. I get home, 6:30, and the movie starts at 9:30.
I just can't do binge watching. It's too much for me. It's not
too much for John.
It's too, I need my sleep. I feel like, Hey, guess what? You know what? These people are going to ruin for us already. I could tell. This new channel, John X Lulu Geek Out, because they can tell we're fans now, and they're going to be all these comments. They're going to say, guess what happened, John? They all died by the last episode. Boom.
Don't read the comment.
Impossible. That's my connection to the fans.
That's we're not going to read. Okay, by the way, we're not going to read your comments yet.
For what? For a week or two? Like, we usually maybe watch one episode a day, so it's going to be at least a whole week before. I cannot interact with our fans for a week.
Then the solution is to watch it. Boom. Have him watch.
Life. First world struggles. Y'all. It's real. Okay, let's watch this, all right? And away we go.
I think they're ready for us.
Well, I'm ready also. For what?
You know what? We're going to discover together.
I've never actually seen him before. This is the first time I've seen him.
The thing that I think I probably get asked the most is what drew me to wanting to write The Witcher. What drew you to want to create The Witcher?
For me, it is a great mystery of life. It was some impulse, something that came out of the sky. And then becoming a full-time writer was something that I never imagined. Never.
That's interesting. It's inspiration came from somewhere. Like just boom, God gave it to him.
Speaking of The Witcher, you came to see we're actually filming that short story here today. How did you feel before walking onto the set the first time to see what has come to life?
I've never been on the set of no movie at all, so for me everything is a big surprise, a big event, to be part of it
He's on
practically,
set, huh?
to see it with my
This is
own
all his,
eyes.
really, right?
Incredible. Something incredible. I'm very satisfied to be here. Thank you very much.
He's satisfied.
Thank you for coming. We would not be here without you, so that's the...
So, I'm the guy who's guilty as charged.
Yes, you are. Is there anything that you
He's very
are
humble,
worried
actually.
about the adaptation of? Is there anything that you are scared to see brought to life?
No, I'm not scared at all because I know perfectly well, being an old guy in the sea, that you cannot judge the soup by the groceries, you know?
I
Can't
love
jump
that.
this by the groceries.
That's a great quote. He's talking about how, like, you can't know how good the soup tastes by just all the different pieces. You have to put it all together to really know.
I'm so glad you say that because people ask me all the time too. There's so many different things that go into this production. You brought up casting. Obviously, there's the scripts that we write, and then it's what's actually happening here every day, which is all of the little tiny pieces that are coming together, the sets that we're on, the action that we just saw. All of that will come together, but it can't be judged until it's a product. Right now, it's just pieces. Are there any stories from the first two books, Sword of Destiny and The Last Wish, that you really look forward to seeing adapted, that you want to be adapted? Do you have a favorite one?
Hard to say, because you are asking me right now which of your daughters is the most beautiful.
Yes, I am.
They are all beautiful. Maybe lesser evil.
I love how he says, "You can't make me pick, but this one." That's what every parent would say about their kids.
It's one of my favorites too. We have really gone back to the short stories because I feel like that's where a lot of the world building happened.
I started with the short stories. It was my beginning because it was a must, because nobody will publish the book.
Right?
Which
Okay,
one did
last
you pick?
question.
The first one?
It's a tough one.
I don't know,
Good.
actually. I haven't followed
Are
the
you going
book,
to watch
so...
the show?
Absolutely. Of course, I wait. I'm not an impatient guy. I would like to have a soup, not the groceries.
Maybe we'll watch it together one point.
Okay,
That's a deal.
that's a deal.
Oh, interesting. They seem to get along really well, actually, which is a really good thing because oftentimes you hear about tension between the original author, right, and the people that run the show. You know, I think there's one thing to his advantage at this point, which is, unlike, say, George R.R. Martin, he's finished a lot of the Witcher world. He's fleshed out a lot. There isn't sort of like some book where some story is unanswered. And I think the problem with Game of Thrones, why it ultimately culminated in something that felt messy at best and just so crushingly disappointing at worst, was that George R.R. Martin hasn't finished the last book. So we don't actually know what's going to happen with the story. And so the showrunners started to come up with their own stuff, yet tried to fit it into what his ultimate vision is. And it just didn't jive in the end. Like, there was too many compromises made and no one person's vision really came through as like standing out like this made sense. But I think because everything's already been fleshed out with the Witcher world, they can really kind of tell the story from beginning to end in a way that feels cohesive. You know, we have no set of expectations just yet. It's not like being built as the world goes along. So, but, you know, actually, I'm really curious if he is working on any more Witcher novels. I don't know if he has plans for that or not. Like, hey, if you're a fan, fill us in. I'm really curious if he is. There's more stories to be told, you know, either with Geralt or some other characters, or if the rest of the stories are going to be fleshed out in the game world, which I understand, you know, there's going to be more Witcher games, but I think it's going to be more fiction of the universe rather than based on actually previous books at this point.
Wow.
Interesting.
He's rich now. Richer.
He is going to be very, very rich. Actually, I think he's probably already very rich because Netflix usually pays up front. Game, probably at this point, yeah. Maybe not after the first one or two because it was still an unknown franchise, but Witcher 3 was such a huge blockbuster that CD Projekt Red literally has upgraded to one of the biggest publishers around just because of that one game. The fact that they can take all that money and make Cyberpunk from scratch in-house is tens of millions of dollars. And in fact, actually, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned because I'm going to do a reaction to their office tour, just to show you how much they've upgraded because of the Witcher games. That's how much money that game has made.
Wow.
Yeah. Just like the Elder Scrolls had made Bethesda Softworks, The Witcher has made CD Projekt Red, and I'm willing to bet The Witcher is going to elevate Netflix even further.
Money, money.
Money, money, money magically appear.
Yes.